Welcome to BBC News, broadcasting at home and around the globe. My name is Lebo Diseko. It's interesting that you make the comparison to the Anita Hill case. I mean, I was listening back to some of her testimony just the other day, and the questions that were put to her, a lot of people would say so degrading, so dismissive of her account of what happened. That didn't happen today. We heard Rachel Mitchell begin by saying, "I'm sorry that you were so terrified."
Well, I think that, the prosecutor in this case is an experienced prosecutor who works on sexual assault cases.
Well, the sheer volume of messages pouring in from all around the world just shows how popular Kofi Annan was. Despite his prominence on the world stage, he maintained close friendships with the oldest of friends throughout his life. And one of them joins us on the line now. Chief Emeka Anayuku is the former Secretary General of the Commonwealth and knew Kofi Annan for more than 50 years. Thank you for joining us, Chief. Could you tell us, first of all, how you became friends with Kofi Annan?
Kofi Annan and I have been friends since 1963, when he was in Geneva working for the World Health Organization.
I know that you were at his first wedding. He was at your 80th. What are the moments you'll remember the most with him?
I remember when he came to London for my 80th birthday. We reminisced over the incidents at his wedding in 1965.
Our breaking news this hour. Defiance from Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan says those behind a coup attempt will pay a heavy price. He has appeared at Istanbul airport surrounded by hundreds of supporters. It follows explosions and gunfire in Istanbul and Ankara after a Turkish army group had seized power. Let's try and speak to Rengen Arslan. She's in Istanbul. Turkish PM saying that the coup plotters opened fire on civilians without hesitation. What more do we know about that, Rengen? We're interrupting this programme to bring you some breaking news. The American heavyweight boxing legend Muhammad Ali has died at the age of 74 at a hospital in Phoenix in Arizona. An iconic figure, Ali was known globally not only for his ring career, but also for his civil rights activism. He'd suffered from Parkinson's for 3 decades and had been hospitalised multiple times in recent years. Well, we're going to go now to the former professional boxer George Foreman, who you'll remember Ali fought in the famous Rumble in the Jungle in what was formerly Zaire. He joins me on the line now from Huffman in Texas. Firstly, I just want to say that I'm terribly sorry for your loss. I mean, the Rumble in the Jungle was one of your biggest fights. What will be your enduring memory of Muhammad Ali?
Boy, I tell you, Muhammad Ali was the toast of publicity. He brought so much to boxing, the big purses, the big celebrity status.
Now, later this year, Asia is going to get its own singing competition based on the legendary Eurovision Song Contest. It's renowned for producing the best and also the bizarre, and has a following all around the world. This year's finals taking place in Portugal on Saturday night. But there is a country in the region that's been taking part for the past few years. Australia joined in the fun in 2015, and I'm pleased to say that the person who announced the results of their voting, Ricardo Gonçalves, joins me now from Sydney. Thanks for joining us. It seems like Eurovision's just taking over the world.
Absolutely, and Australia is genuinely Eurovision mad.
OK, so obviously you're backing the Australian entry, but if there's any other countries you think might be in with a chance, who would they be?
I'm not saying that the Portuguese contender should win, because as the Australian Eurovision spokesperson, I think it would be unfair to influence the Australian vote in any way, shape or form. All I'll say is I wish Jessica Mauboy all the very best.
Ricardo, fantastic speaking to you. Thank you so much. It's hard to watch that and not air guitar along, but I will spare you. Don't forget you can reach me on Twitter. I'm at Lebo_Diseko, and I'd love to hear from you. That's all for now. Thank you for watching.